get support from. I mostly cope with hopes that's been rolled on. And when you're low, you know that you can hold on me. In the heartbeat, I can be there. The tears and fears you cry, I'm by your side, so dry your eyes and let me provide peace of mind and time. I know you'll be fine, and if it's heartbreak, I can take some off your plate. Replace the lies and hate with smiles and faith. You fall deep, I can fall with you. The dark is a familiar place. You lost, I can help you escape. It was my fate, pain, so I can relate. Now when you can't even stand, I can handle the weight. I'll be your shoulder for as long as I can, but was the shoulder for my shoulder when I can't.
I will be the one you can count on the most. But when the road is dark, no, I'll bear the load.
Yeah.
You never see the days when I fall down to my knees, yeah. None of you will know that sometimes I need
Hey yo, a shoulder to lean
on.
Yeah, yo.
What makes you cry?
Oof, good question. Ooh, well, you'll see a number of topics that we write about, you know, sad stuff. What makes me cry? Really good question. I guess, like anybody, unfortunate situations, you know. I think you got to make yourself, to a certain degree, you got to put yourself in a vulnerable position to write a song, you know, about a tough situation. So, for instance, when we wrote a song like Palestine, or you know, different songs in like our upcoming album, you know, they say what comes from the heart goes to the heart, right? And so you really got to feel a situation.
So I'll stay awake, 'cause if I dream, then they'll take their claim. And oh, I try to fight, to stay awake tonight. Palestine, 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 always on my mind.
Those people in the public eye have been granted a very privileged platform, a position by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's a lot of accountability attached to it as well.
Yeah.
But again, it's what you're going to do with that position and status. Some people will abuse it, frankly, because they just, you know, they're in it for themselves. You know, how often are you constantly, because you say that because you guys work together, it's easy for you to almost account each other as well, but how often are you sitting there almost questioning your own sincerity? I know it's a bit of a deep question, and one which is maybe a bit difficult to answer, but I mean, do you find yourself now, especially as you're gaining more popularity, that you're sitting and thinking, you know what, why am I doing this for the right reasons?
Yeah, definitely. On a daily basis, if not like multiple times. I mean, all the time. It's a constant, you know, you always have to check yourself. You know, we make dua before a show all the time, you know. Please, you know, let us remain sincere, you know, and let our message affect the masses. Not, you know, let us gain all sorts of wealth and stuff from what we're doing. It's always important to remember that, because you can slip at any moment, right? We're human. And so it's so important to remain sincere. So important.
What's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning?
The first thing I think about, it depends. You know, Ku was talking about the meaning of Alhamdulillah, right? And you know, something especially lately that I've been battling in my mind is, not battling, but you know, sort of contemplating, is the position of a rich person. And when you start thinking about who a rich person is, when you look at these billionaires who strive for more and more money, when you really think about it, they don't need any more, but they're constantly working, you know, 12, 15-hour days, away from their families, divorced. They, you know, they can't hold down a family because they're always working, they're striving more for this dunya, right? Where you can have a poor man with nothing who's happy. He doesn't want any more, right? He doesn't want anything else. He's happy with what he has, you know? He's the truly rich man, right? And so lately, I can't say that it changes from day to day, but I can say that lately, you know, I've been trying to become richer, not in the sense of monetary or worldly possessions, but richer in the sense in being happy with what I have.
Just content with everything you
and
have.
realizing what I have. Realizing what I have in my life and the value of the things I have around me. It's one thing to say that you value everything around you, and it's one thing to say that you appreciate everything around you, but then it's one thing to actually, it's another to realize, you know, all the blessings that you have in your life and to actually take account. And the person that does take account of the blessings that they have in their life, that's the truly rich person. And I'm trying to become richer in that sense. That's for me.
How about for you, Ku?
I don't know. I can't really say. I was thinking the whole time he was answering.
It's something that we talk about, though, in terms of just appreciation and stuff like that. And you know, when you get to travel and stuff on the road and you get to tour and have all these blessings, sometimes it hits you really hard. When you're you know, after a show, you know, like a good example is the GPU that we did with Islam Channel. You know, when you finish a show in front of all those people, and they're listening to every word that's coming out of your mouth, so much so that they know the lyrics that are gonna come out of your mouth. It's like, subhanAllah, we are so blessed to be able to, you know, travel halfway across the world, you know, and to come see all these people and to have them actually listening to us. What a blessing. But then you could be like, no, I'm so tired, I'm jet lagged, I got to do this extra stuff, and you know, all these, you know, the people pulling at me in different directions and this and that. You can look at the quote unquote negative part of it, but no, really, it's a huge blessing. We talk about that a lot, you know, like different places we go, you know, like people will be like, you guys are so blessed. I'm like, yeah, alhamdulillah, it's a massive blessing to do what we do.
Frankie, Ku, Zain the Reason. Welcome, Salam. Jazakallah khair, pleasure, as always.